This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown.
Welcome to Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, the U.S. News & World Report's #1 engineering school in the United States that offers a master's as its highest degree for 20 consecutive years. Rose-Hulman, where you come to find yourself. Find yourself through personal growth, through personal development, through study, research, and invention. Rose-Hulman, your home for academic and athletic excellence.
You're watching college basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome to Hulman Arena and a campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology for this afternoon's ball game. It's the HCAC tournament, and it's the quarterfinals, and we're here at Rose-Hulman, where Rose-Hulman will entertain Transylvania in the number 4, number 5 game, which leads in to the conference finals, and that will take place next weekend. Hello, everyone. I'm Herb King. Walter Gordon is my partner. We're going to have a great time this afternoon. It's Rose-Hulman basketball one more time from Hulman Arena.
You know, it's nice that we have this last hurrah for the season. Hopefully for Rose-Hulman, it will not be the last game overall, but it'll be the last home game for us here on the Indiana Sports Network and here at the Hulman Arena. And just a great day, a beautiful day of sunshine, a great Sunday afternoon to have this conference kickoff with a couple of games being played today here in the conference. And this is an extremely important game. You fight all year long to get in the top 6. You don't want to be in one and done.
No, you don't. And for both of these teams, they've split during the regular season. A 2-point loss for Rose-Hulman. That was here.
That was at Transy.
Oh, that was at Transy. Yeah. I'm sorry. I flipped it around, didn't I? And then a 15-point win.
Something like that, yeah.
Here. So that'll be a big difference in this one. We'll see how Transylvania actually responds to the longer trip, because that is a trip.
You know, you wonder, and I didn't get a chance to ask anybody, you know, you would think they would just come up today, being a non-school day. You would think just load the bus early and make that trek. That's a significant drive. You know, when you're looking at over a 3-hour drive in preparation on a game day. So did they come over yesterday? Since it's a 4 o'clock, you would think they came up this morning. But still, sometimes that kind of messes with you early game, maybe the first 5-7 minutes of the game. How do you respond when, you know, you've been cooped up on a bus for several hours and then got to come up, get taped up, stretch, and go through your normal routine. So you know all about that, being long bus rides on a high school bus. But you know, on a non-school day, it's got to be a little weird.
And they don't drive on a bus.
Yeah.
So they bring school vans,
right.
And when you do that, it's very similar to riding on a school bus. It's not a real comfortable situation when you're riding on those vans. And even when I was in college, we did that too. You know, one guy would drive, and you know, one of the coaches or somebody would drive, and all of a sudden you're stoved up when you get off and get into a gym.
Sure.
And
Sure.
it's a little bit different each time. And in high school, the same thing. So this may kind of return to that. You don't have the overnight time when you're going to spend it in a hotel and you know, be able to relax when you get somewhere. That bus ride does make a difference. And for Rose-Hulman, they're happy they get to host this one.
And you work your tail off throughout the course of the season to have that luxury, and you want to be that 3 seed or that 4 seed, able to capture the 4 seed with a massive win at Franklin on Friday night, and what an exciting game that was, and getting a 2-point victory at the end, like literally at the buzzer, a tip in by Miles McGowan to secure that victory, and boy, you know, have the exuberance of that game, and you get rewarded by all of your efforts with a home game to start off the conference tournament.
And we talk about playing well at the end of the season. I mean, you know, Rose-Hulman, 6 out of their last 7, and they've played extremely well on wins. Right down the stretch, when they needed a win, they got one. And that shows that they played very well with their backs to the wall. And, again, that's another opportunity today to do the same thing.
It really is. And I was thinking about that very aspect earlier this afternoon, you know, kind of differentiating, you know, it was about my 5th year watching games here at Rose, kind of differentiating this team versus other teams. I don't think this team is the most talented team, you know, when you look at, you know, your roster. But I think this team has a fight to them that I'm not saying none of the other teams did, but I think this team has a little extra to them. And so when they get their backs to the wall, like you were mentioning, how do they respond? They normally respond, and that's the one thing that I've watched about this team throughout the season, watching them respond in game and between games. So they've had their slides, a couple of losing streaks, but they're hitting on pretty much all cylinders right now and playing some really good basketball.
They've really done a nice job toward the end of ball games, and that's been the key that really has given them the opportunity to do this with a team that you said probably, we don't have the 6'11" guys in the middle. We don't have, but at the same time, we shoot the ball very well. There's a lot of the three-point guys that can shoot the three, where in years past that wasn't necessarily the case. So they have some advantages. They play in a more modern style in this type of ball game. Miles McGowan has been a beast down the stretch. And then you look at a senior who's shown up in Willie Bowman, who, you know, he's not leading in the categories. You look at the leading scorer, second leading scorer, but if you take the last 6 or 7 ball games, he's the guy. He's been leading and scoring, and he's the one that really turns things around, even defensively. And then when you put in guys like Max Chaplin and Terry Hicks, those guys being seniors, having a chance to step up and really play well, they're going to have everything emotionally set for them in this afternoon's ball game.
This team has everything that they need to win a conference championship. You're looking at, you know, the experience factor, the leadership factor. You're looking at the outside shooting. You're looking at interior presence. You look at ball handling, defensive intensity. I mean, they've got everything that they need. Just got to put it together for 3 games, and that's a crapshoot. When you look at all 6 of these teams, you know, there's no one that's going to run away with this thing. It's going to be, you know, flip a coin on some of these games. And so, but Rose-Hulman, you mentioned playing well at the end of the season. That's what you want for a first-year head coach, and Nick Sales. I give him a lot of credit, him and the staff a lot of credit. We knew it was going to be rough at the beginning of the season, looking at their non-conference schedule. When that schedule came out, you're like, Lord of mercy, this is tough for a first-year head coach. They got through that. They picked up a few wins here and there through that non-conference schedule. And then when they got the conference season, they started playing better, and you can see this team is really they've really gelled from the Christmas break on. They're playing some really good basketball.
Well, and both teams are back out on the floor. We're going to take our break, and then we'll be right back with the start of our we'll make sure you have the starting lineups and everything all set. The HCAC tournament, and it is Rose-Hulman basketball here on Indiana Sports Network.
Protect the things that matter most to you. Brian Sponsler, localizing 25 years of insurance experience to bring you and your family better coverage for less. Brian Sponsler Insurance for auto, home, life, and business.
Get the best college rankings on XLH Sports.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
Protect the things that matter most to you. Brian Sponsler, localizing 25 years of insurance experience to bring you and your family better coverage for less. Brian Sponsler Insurance for auto, home, life, and business.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Holbert Arena on the campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Quarterfinal tournament game here in the HCAC, and Rose-Hulman is hosting Transylvania. And when you're really looking starting lineups, Terry Hicks is going to get a chance to start in this one. It's a big ball game. It's a last chance for Terry Hicks. He's been injured a lot of the year, off and on, and just kind of a nagging injury. Well, let's hope that he's back to playing at 100%, because when he is, Rose-Hulman has another added score and a really good defender and rebounder.
Yeah, I think the coaches kind of massage his minutes, especially toward the end of the season. And this has been an injury that's been plaguing him really his whole career, it seemed like, here at Rose-Hulman. And like you mentioned, a very formidable scorer and rebounder. Top 20 in the conference, rebound close to 6 a game. We're going to need that big presence inside. Looking at which way Rose-Hulman goes with some different lineup situations, they're definitely going to need him to rebound his position.
Well, when we look at these two teams, again, they split during the regular season, but Rose-Hulman had a big advantage at home, and they lost a real close one at Transylvania by 2 points. So we're going to see what's going to happen, see which team shows up, wants to play that next time out during this tournament, and see kind of what goes on. The teams are going to gather around their benches, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups. Again, you're watching Rose-Hulman basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
Protect the things that matter most to you. Brian Sponsler, localizing 25 years of insurance experience to bring you and your family better coverage for less. Brian Sponsler Insurance for auto, home, life, and business.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools.
We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstadter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service, dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
At Indiana Land and Lifestyle, we go to great depths to list and sell your property. If your agent isn't willing to go to these depths,
6 acres with bass,
to list and sell your property, don't you think that's a little fishy?
And there's fish everywhere. Oh! And snapping turtles! For all your Indiana land needs, check us out at indianalandandlifestyle.com.
Oh, that's gross.
At ServPro, we offer cleaning services, including the removal of biohazard containments. We have the specialized training and products to get your property back to business. We are here to help get your business back to normal. ServPro in the Wabash Valley, here to help.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at YorkAutomotive.com today.
You're number one at York.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
Starting lineups, and here they come. And there you have the starting lineups. It's Green, Caps, Napier, Smith, and Penn for Transylvania. And again, we'll be able to see those guys as we get prepared for this one. Both teams are huddling around their benches and getting ready to go. Again, the starting lineups for Transylvania, it's Green, Caps, Napier, Smith, and Penn. And for Rose-Hulman, Harden, Chaplin, Terry Hicks, Willie Bowman, and Miles McGowan. And those guys will step out on the floor. You look for McGowan to step into the center circle to jump it up as big frame, a 6'7" sophomore from Mooresville. And again, McGowan leading in a lot of categories for Rose-Hulman.
He really is second in points, leads, and rebounds. Going to have his hands full with Hunter Penn. Penn, 6'5", a thick, strong individual that rebounds very well. So that'll be a good matchup watching these two guys go at it.
Tips up and controlled by Rose-Hulman. Hicks with the basketball. Bowman in the handoff. Willie looking back out. Terry Hicks, they're looking to get the ball into McGowan. They do. He's on the baseline. McGowan backing down. Penn puts a little jump hook up and in, and Rose-Hulman's on the board, 2-0.
Transylvania didn't come with the double. McGowan seeing how he was going to be defended. Just used his body and little, like you mentioned, that little jump hook. A lot of sticky defense going to see today, Herb.
Caps kicks it out to Smith, puts a shot up. It's long and awry, but rebound is bounded down, and a solid rebound for Transylvania.
And that's what Rose-Hulman not going to be able to afford. You cannot give up these offensive rebounds.
Green back to Caps. Looking at it, he'll put it to the outside. Driving down, and their handoff. The shot's up by Smith, and he banks it home, and it's a three-pointer, so it's 3-2, Transylvania.
Mail runs on Sunday. Why not get the bank?
Bank's closed tomorrow. Just thought I'd let you know with the President's Day. It's open today, though. Harden back outside to Chaplin. Feed inside to Hicks, and it's tipped away. That's a really nice play, but out of bounds as going for that loose basketball for Transylvania's Hunter Penn. Knocked it out of bounds.
Telegraph that pass. You stare down Hicks for that long. They know you're going to come at him. You got to go early when it's just 1v1. Yeah, we can't wait till the triple team comes.
Chaplin looking inside. He could have had McGowan if he saw the post. Harden feeds down to Hicks in the corner, puts the shot up, fade away. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Not the best of fouls there at the end of the shot clock for Transylvania, but Hicks, I like the quick move. He had to go quickly, just went straight into his jump shot. we get rewarded with a couple of free throws.
Foul on Transylvania is on Smith. That's his first, the team's first. We're early in the ball game here. 18:31 now left to go in the first half. We want to thank Goshen H&R Block, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, and Mossy Oak Properties for sponsoring this afternoon's ball game. Tie score at 3-3.
6 of the last 10 matchups in this series decided by one possession, Herb. These teams are going to get after it. They're going to play great defense. I expect to see a possession-by-possession game.
Green will drive the lane. He'll kick it out to Penn. Open shot, can't get it.
Box out. Got to get the
nice
rebound.
Box out, and everybody's on the floor for this one. And still on the floor, tussle away by McGowan as he rips it away, gets it to Chaplin. Harden, Chaplin with the basketball. Open look for Bowman for three. Can't get it. And the rebound comes out to Smith.
Good communication defensively in transition here by Rose.
Caps on the feed down low, and the foul is committed as Simon Smith was posted up on the inside. And there is a mismatch for Transylvania on the inside as Rose-Hulman does not have quite the length in that three-guard position to battle with a small forward. Feed down inside, missed the shot, and I'll say McGowan probably altered that one as well on the inside. Bowman on the outside using the screen. They got the screen and roll. McGowan gives it up to Chaplin. He'll drive, but he lost a hold of the ball. Turnover will give the ball back to Transylvania.
Maybe some early jitters. Both teams got to get into this game. It's a very big game. When you look at the end of your season from one of these teams, is going to be right here in about 90 minutes. So teams want to get after it, want to get this win, but see who can settle in the fastest.
17-17 left to go in the first half. Transylvania with that basketball. Green, he'll feed down a low post. They double team. Open look, shots up. McGowan got the block. Outlet pass, and here comes Harden.
Early offense. Push it.
Harden with the drive. Looks at it. Wants to feed it out. Pump. Feeds over. Chaplin open. 4-3. Puts a shot up. Got it.
There's a great job by Max to give the pump fake and then it's blazed to his left. A lot of times when you're floating, you don't get that shot to go, but he's a dead-eye shooter. And when Max is feeling good, it's going to drop.
Chaplin, the leading scorer for the Fighting Engineers. Caps with it outside. Feeds it off to Green. Looking on the inside, they're trying to get the ball to Penn.
Yeah.
Green with that nice drive and layup. Jalen Green, junior from Lexington Frederick Douglass High School.
And that's a tough cover, the leading scorer for these Pioneers. It's a tough cover for Max.
Hicks had him posted up on the inside. They just missed him. Harden looking inside. Feeds it over. There's the flash. There's the open look. Terry Hicks down now. He'll drop it down to McGowan, who backs down, feeds, and got the bank.
That's a very a possession that the Rose really took their time a couple of these times. When you look at these post feeds, it's got to come a little quicker, but we'll see how this game progresses.
8-5. Rose-Hulman with the lead. Caps wants to turn a corner, feeds down
very
low,
nice.
And there's Hunter Smith with the drive. Hunter Penn missed that layup, and he doesn't miss very many of those.
No, he does not. McGowan altered it, but boy, that was a good look for Penn.
Deep shot, can't get it. Bowman with the rebound. Bowman pumps. Open look for Harden outside for this three. Can't get it. Rebound by Chaplin. Pump got it up and in. Max Chaplin with a big board rebound basket, and it's 10-5. Rose-Hulman.
Offensive rebounds on that position. How about Max narrowing that one to get the 2 points? He's got 5 in the game so far.
Using that screen
all day.
Outside for Penn. Big, long three, and nailing that one is Simon Smith. He nails that three-pointer. It's 10-8. Rose-Hulman with the lead. Hicks.
Watch that pivot foot.
Back outside to McGowan. Bowman for three. He'll put the shot up. Can't get it. Rotation was good. Potential foul now as the arm got held, but good rebound by Transylvania. Caps trying to work on Harden. They got the corner turn and good defensive pressure by Harden. Right in the face of
Trailer.
Shot up by Harden down the lane. He can't get it.
Oh, you had double wing trailer. You had Chaplin and Bowman on either wing. I thought you were going to pitch that out for open three.
Two teams kind of feeling each other out here early in the ball game. See who's got the hot hand.
Good slip.
Penn with the drive.
Didn't
nice
miss that
slip.
one. Didn't miss that one. He's too good. I'm telling you what, that pick and roll. McGowan's going to have to move his feet today. Penn's very active.
Outside to McGowan. It's Bowman to Harden. Using a McGowan screen. Now they got the mismatch on the inside if they just keep it going. Had an open look inside, but a great shot by Terry Hicks. He puts a three-pointer in, and Rose-Hulman leads by 3.
Big shot for Terry Hicks, and I tell you, when he gets going early, it's really tough to stop him. Substitutions coming up the next dead ball. We've had a nice long stretch of action, haven't we?
Really nice job inside, and they're going to call the foul.
Yeah.
Both of them had the call. Both officials had the call on that side. They're going to give it to Terry Hicks on the inside. Timeout on the floor. Rose-Hulman leads by 3, and we'll return for more on Indiana Sports Network.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in Central and West Central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
And 13-10 is our score, and really good ball game here to start. Both these teams are playing very hard.
They are, and that's exactly what you would expect here in the conference tournament opening round. Is both of these teams are known to play hard, very gritty, defensive-minded teams, and that's what we've seen here so far. Penn at the free throw line, we'll get a couple of free throws out of the break, and it's going to be interesting. We talked about it, and we've seen pick and roll, involving Hunter Penn often. So whoever's guarding him, whether it be McGowan, Jurich, Blair, they're going to have to be ready. He's not going to shoot the three. Be ready for him to slip toward the basket.
Luke Jurich is in there. Just give it to him.
He traveled. Max got away with that one. 4 steps, he got away with it.
They're waiting on it.
Yeah, very indecisive.
Stoudemire into the ball game as well. Chaplin trying to square up, gets it to the outside. Blair thought about it. They're going to call the 3-second violation on the inside, and with that, turnover will give the ball back to Transylvania.
Should have been a travel early, got the 3-second late. I guess it evens out. I think who they had, Jurich in the paint. He was expecting the shot to go up. I think he was going in there waiting for the rebound. The shot never went up, and he got caught. No Isaac Farnsworth for the Engineers today. See him, in warm-ups, in sweats, I should say. So that's a big omission.
Matt Teague into the ball game for Transylvania as well. The subs came in. Teague with it. He'll look down on the inside, feeds it to the outside, gives it up to Caps. Clock is down to 3, 2, 1. Shots
he didn't get
up.
It off. He did not get that off.
They're going to say it's a shot clock violation. So substitutions for both of these teams into the ball game. And you can hear some of the Rose-Hulman faithful. Some of the students have piled in here after the ball game started as they're getting ready again. The most studious group of guys I've ever seen in college are these guys. They have to be. Zachary Jackson, whose dad came up and visited us earlier, he's in the ball game, feeds it off, and ball's tipped up. Boop picks it up. Zach Jackson with it inside. He'll kick it back outside Simon Blair.
Studemeyer, go get it. Okay, all right.
Zachary Jackson, crossover. He'll drive, puts a shot up, doesn't get it. Does hit the rim, but outlet pass goes to Madsen. Alex Madsen with the basketball. He'll hand it off with the drive, and he just got mismatched right there. Good crossover and caught the foul.
Yeah, Jackson, a little hold there. Not a bad foul as leads to a timeout.
And that led to the media timeout. 13-10 is our score. 11:41 left to go in the first period. You're watching Rose-Hulman basketball.
Protect the things that matter most to you. Brian Sponsler, localizing 25 years of insurance experience to bring you and your family better coverage for less. Brian Sponsler Insurance for auto, home, life, and business. H&R Block is your tax preparation service experts, no matter how you file. Sue Jones and Associates offer all tax preparation and all the tax services you need, not only at tax time, but throughout the year. Get your hometown tax help from Sue Goshen's H&R Block, located in Brazil, across from the courthouse.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You are watching West Central Indiana boys basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
And both these teams will break the huddle and head toward the ends bounds throw in. 11:41 left to go here in the first half. Transylvania with the basketball. Rose-Hulman with the lead by 3. They'll kick it back to the outside.
It's up on 13-10 for quite a while.
Look at a pump fake by Schroeder. He'll kick it back outside. Crossover move to the baseline. Open look. Little dump. Can't get it. Jurich with the rebound.
It's an interesting group offensively on the court here for the Engineers.
And I'm going to say probably the same for Transylvania. They put all their subs in at once. They're going to get the shove. And that foul will go against Alex Madsen, a sophomore from Ponte Verde, Florida.
You know, I think Madsen will say he got shoved, which caused him to shove. So, you know, sometimes the second guy that gets caught, right?
That's kind of the way it works.
And I will say, it is definitely Ponte Beach. That's down in my mom's neck of the woods, down in Florida. Not far from Jacksonville.
Open look, Stoudemire for 3, can't get it. Ball hits nothing, it's out of bounds.
See, baseball practice is over. I saw coming in, see the team getting some work in this afternoon on a beautiful day. So, talk about some of the students piling in, you know, taking a break from studies, practice getting over, and watching a big ball game today.
3-point attempt up and no good, and Vug got just shoved clear out of there.
Yeah. It's a lot of beef on the floor right now. When you look at Schroeder for Transy, you look at Jurich and Blair for the Engineers. I mean, there's a lot of beef on the floor, man. So when one of these guys goes flying, it usually takes a lot of effort to displace them.
Jackson off the screen, sets up. It's Blair looking for it. Blair open for 3. He'll put it up, can't get it to go.
That's not a good shot. That's not a good shot right there. And in a situation where you're going to have to go with some subs here if you're Coach Sales. In a situation where we haven't scored in 3 or 4 minutes, offense not being run very efficiently, and you know, defense is good, but right now the offense is very stagnant.
And realistically, it's been at both ends.
Yep,
neither team has looked good. They're going to lob this one up to Schroeder, 6'9" dude, and he traveled with it. So again, the offense for either team has not been very productive here in the last few minutes.
That was a good pass, and Schroeder did a good job to collect himself. Just, you know, travel with the ball, didn't get his feet together. We see if we can find a dribble drive by one of our guards here.
Chaplin out to Jackson. Back to Jurich. Stoudemire look for it. Almost got a steal there and a really nice defensive play by Green. Chaplin from way out, can't get it, tipped up, and they're going to call the over-the-back call on, and Blair with a nice job on position.
Blair, I'm going to tell you what, the last several games has played so well. 4 points, 10 rebounds in their last contest against Franklin. It was a big board they came up with. And Blair moving his feet a lot better defensively the last month of the season. I like what I'm seeing out of the sophomore Simon Blair.
They're moving, see if they can get somebody open. They do.
Right there.
Bowman, 10-footer, can't get it to fall.
Just can't drop. Just won't drop right now for either team.
Still trying to get it inside to Schroeder, and Zurich and Schroeder matched up as a pretty good one. Tie ball game as a three-pointer's hit by Simon Smith.
The second three-point hit of the day. 2 for 3 from outside, ties to the 13.
Chaplin looking for it. They've got Stoudemire working off the screen, trying to turn a corner. The big guy mismatch, and they couldn't get it to him inside. Ball's loose, picked up by Chaplin. Approaching that 9-minute mark. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Chaplin with the drive, puts it up and got it. And he'll go to the line. He's fouled on the inside.
He knew where the contact was going to come from, got his defender in the air, waited till he felt him, and then threw up the circuit shot. It just went in this time. And they'll get an opportunity for the three-point play. Second foul on Schroeder as he's going to have to go to the bench.
You know, I don't know who's looking at who, but as soon as McGowan got up, so did Hunter Penn. So I think those guys are going to be the guys that are going to duke it out down low for the majority of the ball game.
And Schroeder having 2 fouls. It looked like he was going to come out anyway.
Rose-Hulman leads by 3. It's 16-13. Madsen has given it up to Green. Around the horn, Madsen with it again. He's still driving inside, almost stolen away. Bowman had it, didn't even expect it to be there.
Just had his hands out. That's what you want. When you play defense, you have to extend your hands. You don't want to have your hands down to your side. Because of that, he was able to tip the ball, just couldn't quite control it. Stoudemire, I'm telling you what, his low center of gravity and him being so strong, he causes so many difficulties for guys trying to go by him.
Tried to run that screen on the outside for Green, and nice job by Harden shutting him down. Teague driving into baseline, put it up, a nice one. That's a really good play. You can't stop that.
Great defense by Bowman right in his chest, but it's a better shot by Teague.
16-15, Rose-Hulman feed inside to McGowan. Over, look to Harden for 3, can't get it. Rebound picked up by Bowman. Looking for somebody, had somebody underneath. Teague back to Bowman for 3. He puts the shot up, can't get it. Rebound, McGowan lost it because he brought it down. It'll be a held ball. Possession arrow favors Transylvania.
Yeah, and I kind of, you know, when you look at where he was on the floor, and we talk about him bringing the ball down, I honestly don't blame him at that point because his right shoulder was, you know, perpendicular to the glass. You couldn't go up for the shot at that point. So I don't blame him. Just great job by Transylvania to strip the ball and get the possession with the tie up.
That's it again with that drive. Green shot up from 3, put it up, can't get it. Rebound, Terry Hicks, and that's where Hicks has been so valuable.
Got to push this. Transylvania, great defensive transition.
They're on Bowman on the outside. Harden open look for 3 again. And he just can't get that one to go in. We've had several good open threes, and Rose-Hulman just hasn't been able to put them down.
2 for 13.
Again, same drive down inside. Bowman this time holds his own and gets the rebound.
Bowman, 3rd rebound of the day so far. It feels like more than that.
Teague had another good look. Outside to Stoudemire.
Now.
They had Hicks open for the open 3. Now they're using Hicks down as he went for the baseline. A foul on, looks like it's on Simon Smith as he was trying to body up on the opposite post. With that, there's a timeout. Again, you're watching Rose-Hulman basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I
defend them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, for Rose-Hulman, Max Chaplin with 8, Miles McGowan with 4, and Terry Hicks with 4 points. That's been the extent of the scoring. The rest haven't scored for Transylvania. You're looking at Simon Smith with 9, and then 2 points each by Penn, Green, and Teague. And when you're looking at these guys, again, just one of those different ways to play. Neither team has been scoring the ball the way they're capable of right now. They'll hand it off, open look. He'll pull it back, was Chaplin. Looking for it on the inside. He's got a mismatch on the inside, and McGowan's being just almost brutally held in there. Bowman with the drive, gets it blocked, and out comes the 3-on-1 break. They're going to feed up, and shot is up and in. That's a nice play.
Yeah.
Matt Teague on the receiving end of the pass from Dakota Caps.
Yeah, transition defense wasn't the best right there. And the Pioneers, a nice bucket to get the 1-point lead.
They need to feed that one in. They just didn't get it there. Still has a chance. Chaplin with the drive. He'll put the shot up, gets it up, and they're going to call the offensive foul as a charge.
Easy call. Easy call. You can't there with Colby Napier. He's only got 2 points. The bucket's not falling for him. What do? You do something on the defensive end. You get yourself going, and Maxwell just went right into that. Engineers offensively have got to touch paint. They're not touching paint by the pass, the dribble drive, everything coming from the outside. Look at, playing from the outside in. They've got to touch paint. Transylvania doing a much better job at that than Rose-Hulman.
The Pioneers have a 1-point lead. They'll feed it out. Get it to Caps, who looked really good at the start, running the actual offense. They'll pick it out to Teague, who substituted in, and Teague has played very well for them in this stretch down as they've taken a 1-point lead. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes out to Penn. Another 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound to Harden.
The defensive intensity by Bowman, just making it tough for that look by the Transylvania offense.
Terry Hicks on the inside didn't miss many of those.
No, he doesn't.
Pretty good matchup for Rose-Hulman there. We'll pull it back outside to Teague. Yeah, the last time down, Napier had 2 shots that were in his wheelhouse. He had an opportunity, couldn't get either one of them to fall.
Bowman right in his chest both times.
Feed it, and got him on that one.
Yeah, and that's going to be foul number 5. Going to take it out of bounds. So a good foul by Terry, honestly, that doesn't give up a layup. He was getting ready to give up that layup as they're going to have to take this thing out of bounds now. 2 fouls on Hicks, though. I didn't realize that. Didn't realize that.
Yeah, really didn't want to take Terry Hicks out of the ballgame this early in the first half, but they'll replace him with Simon Blair. Trying to get through. Harden is right up on Green's face. Green with the drive in that baseline. He's going to turn the corner, puts a shot up, doesn't get it. Rebound comes out to McGowan.
We'll see if Harden can get downhill at some point in the screen and roll.
Simon Blair in a low post. Pump.
They knew, boy, great defense. They knew he was going to go baseline.
And another one at the other end, and basket is up and in, and that's a really nice play. Close to taking it away was Bowman, but at this time, Napier got the best of him, puts the ball in the hole.
And I think with that Napier on the defensive end as well, you had Blair back to the basket and pump fakes and then drop step baseline. Napier knew exactly what he was going to do.
It's Teague.
Oh, it's Teague on the defensive end?
Okay,
thank you.
Defensive end, yep.
So he knew exactly what Blair was going to do, beat him to the spot, took the ball from him, and ends up with a 3-point play on the other end. Biggest lead of the game for the Pioneers, actually for either team, I do believe, biggest lead of the game.
It's been 3 points up to this one. Well, it was 5 at one time
Okay.
for Rose-Hulman. It was 10-5 at one time. 20-16 our score. Transylvania with that 4-point lead.
Gotta
Bowman
touch paint.
outside. Still all the way in the outside. Stoudemire can't get one to go, and Rose-Hulman's cold.
Yeah, ice cold.
20-16 is our score. Transylvania with the drive.
Look
In
at
the
that.
inside, that's a good defensive play by Simon Blair. Blocking the shot. Napier went right into him. Open look for Harden. He had a chance. He takes it. He can't get it to go again.
That's not going to go off of a pump fake. When you're ice cold, when you're hot, you can throw anything in the ocean. But today,
tipped around and picked up by Penn, but he lost it. He had it, and then all of a sudden it went out of his hands again.
sometimes you just have to value the basketball, value your possessions. This game, we talked about this earlier, it's going to be a possession basketball game. I don't see either one of these teams running away with it. Rose-Hulman, you got to execute your offense a little bit better. Find a way to get into the painted area. You have to touch paint. Your offense after that will flow once you touch paint.
Schroeder on McGowan.
There it is.
Inside play.
Thank
Bowman
you.
for two, and they finally ran that. And I'm going to say, like that flex shuffle cut.
Yes.
Put him right in the back door.
Yes.
20-18, and you can hear the students for Rose-Hulman with the chant starting out. They'll feed it out to Caps down the middle. They got the big guy on the low post in Schroeder. He's going to, almost.
Nice
he
deal.
put a head right into McGowan.
Better decision.
Open look. Stoudemire for three. Sticks it in, and Rose-Hulman's back in the lead, 21-20.
It's amazing what happens when you get an easy shot and then your all-out shots start to flow a little bit further from there.
With the drive, down in the inside, shots up and in, and he gets
boy.
fouled. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
I tell you, Napier, I'll tell you the length at 6'4", the strength to absorb the contact.
And with that, we have the media timeout, 22-21, and it's Transylvania in the lead. You're watching Rose-Hulman basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are.
You're #1 at York.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
And we want to thank our sponsors for this afternoon's ball game. Goshen H&R Block, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Mossy Oak Properties, Riddell National Bank, Sponsler Insurance, and York Automotive. Transportation for Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 5 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. And it's a 2-point lead for the Pioneers, 23-21. This game has gone back and forth this entire first half, and not really good shooting from the field for either team.
Both teams are below 50%, quite a bit.
Harden puts it out to Blair. Open look for Chaplin. Down to the post.
Go, go, go,
Has
go,
a
go.
man, he's going to drop. Open look for Stoudemire. He'll put the 3 up. Can't get it. And rebound comes out. And a solid rebound for Transylvania.
Got to know you have the mismatch, McGowan.
Ball on the floor. They're going to put it up. And oh my, what a play by Hunter Penn.
Yeah. Didn't even try to come down with the ball. Had the ball up. Had the great angle. Drew off the glass.
Transy leads by 4. Harden to Blair. Chaplin still trying to put it in. They do. Trying to get him off balance, and they're going to finally call the foul on the arm bar.
You know, it's interesting with that post touch right there. on the last time McGowan had Jalen Green on him. And I know you had help near, but you had an opportunity. This time you got Hunter Penn. You're not backing down Hunter Penn. We're fortunate enough to get the foul, but you're not backing that guy down. This is not going to happen. You're going to go over him. You're going to face up. Whatever you're going to do, a little quick drop step. But if you're going to dribble back down on Hunter Penn, you ain't going nowhere. You're just going to have to hope he fouls you like he did.
One foul on Hunter Penn. That's his first. Team seventh. That's what causes the one and bonus here. McGowan with his second attempt. He got it up and in, and Rose-Hulman's cut the lead down. It's 25-23, Transy.
Sometimes it's all about KYP. Know your personnel.
Nice crossover with the drive and an open look for Green. He'll pull it around and drive. Caps feeds Hunter. Penn in the corner, pulls it back outside, and they'll give it to Madsen.
Oh,
inside,
man.
and I'll tell you what.
Didn't need to gamble. Did not need to gamble for that. Stay right behind him. Play solid defense. He gambled. He missed. Gave up that layup.
4-point lead again for Transylvania. Open look, and wow, gets it to roll in was Harden.
You know, you look at Harden's shot. I'm say this. Don't kill me. He has a little bit of a Larry Bird hitch to his shot, doesn't he?
He does.
I'm not saying he shoots like Larry Bird. Oh, God.
Oh,
boy.
Really probably traveled with that one, got away with one.
Today. Yep, for the third time.
Harden with the basketball. Working off the screen of McGowan. Had an open look. Oh, my goodness. Chaplin for three. Got it, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for a 4-point opportunity. Rose-Hulman took the lead on that shot, 29-27, and they'll have a chance to put it up 3.
You know, sometimes it works out better for you. But that possession, look, it was going in a very positive direction. All of a sudden, you get a 4-point play opportunity. You don't get that very often.
Not very often at all. And they're going to, and again, Caps is going over, going, man, I didn't hit him. I came close, but I didn't hit him. Chaplin gets the 3-point shot and gets the bucket as well on the 4-point play. And Rose-Hulman leads 30-27. 1:02 left to go here in the first half. Zachary Jackson checks in for Chaplin, who just made that big shot.
Great sub. Chaplin's got 2 fouls. He's got 12 points. He's got 2 fouls. Don't want him picking up a cheapie in the last 62 seconds.
Both teams will have possession. Wow, what a crossover. And he's traveled with the basketball. Dakota Caps with an outstanding move. He should have just gone right up and floated that one up. Instead, he tries to stop in the lane right in front of Miles McGowan and causes him to travel the basketball.
Would love to see the Engineers go 2 for 1 here. You got the shot clock opportunity if you can go quick. Don't think we're going to do it.
Stoudemeyer looking for McGowan's screen. He crosses over, open look. He's going to take the big guy to the hole. Still has it open on the swing with the cuts. Here comes Harden. Pumps. Doesn't have it. Open
McGowan.
Look for Jackson. They feed it inside, and a layup by Miles McGowan. Credit Harden on the assist.
Now get a stop.
32-27. Rose-Hulman has broken out on a 5-point lead, largest lead of the half. Timeout's been called by Transylvania. We'll take a timeout as well. You're home for Rose-Hulman Sports. It's Indiana Sports Network.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
Transylvania with the basketball. 10 seconds on that shot clock. They're going to feed it back outside. 3-pointers up. No good. 5, 4.
The foul.
And he lost it out of bounds. There's a 3-pointer at the buzzer.
Oh,
he got
no!
it in. What a shot. It was Dakota Caps with the loose ball, just picked it up and threw it to the basket, and he scores it. Ran towards the wrong locker room, and we'll go to halftime just about where we started this ball game, except it's a Rose-Hulman 2-point lead. And again, a very interesting last 17 seconds of that first half. With that, we'll take a break. You're watching the spot for Rose-Hulman Sports. We are Indiana Sports Network.
At Indiana Land and Lifestyle, we go to great depths to list and sell your property. If your agent isn't willing to go to these depths,
6 acres with bass,
to list and sell your property, don't you think that's a little fishy?
and there's fish everywhere. Oh! And snapping turtles!
For all your Indiana land needs, check us out at indianalandandlifestyle.com.
Oh, that's gross.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstetter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
It's time for the halftime report on the Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to Hulbert Arena. 32-30, our halftime score. Rose-Hulman with just a 2-point lead. They could have gone in up 5, but what an interesting play as Dakota Caps hits a bomb right at the end, just throws it up and runs off the floor.
You know, it's you look at Rose-Hulman getting that 5-point lead, and then you sub out McGowan because you don't want to get him any cheap fouls. You put some more beef in, bring Jurich in. So you have Jurich and Blair. You think, okay, if we can get one stop, go up 5 at the halftime. We get the stop, get the defensive rebound. But great defensive transition by Transylvania when you're looking at Caps, who got in front of Bradley Harden, did not give him free run up the court to try to hoist one, from half court or so, caused the turnover, picks up the ball, kind of like the old sack, fumble, scoop, score. He hits the corner 3 right in front of the Rose-Hulman bench, give Transylvania some momentum that they did not have. Just snatched all the momentum away from Rose-Hulman with that 3-point play. Great defensive transition by Caps in a timely bucket, and that's what great teams do. They make good plays like that in the right moments.
Well, they do, and you're looking at a freshman who did that as well. So, Dakota Caps, a freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, Clarksville, Indiana guy is where he is, so he's across the border. Yeah. You been to Clarksville?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Me too. I went down there and lost a ball game by 2. One of those fun places that you always remember. But just given that opportunity, again, 32-30 is our score. You're looking at field goal percentages for these teams. For Transylvania, they're shooting 41% from the floor. Rose-Hulman at almost 37%.
So that's up from 30, where they were, what was that, right around the 5 or 6 minute mark? They were at 30%.
Yeah.
So
26 for Rose-Hulman.
Yes.
It was that bad. And all of a sudden, we did get some scoring towards the end.
Yeah.
But, for most of the first half, nobody was hitting anything. 40% from three-point range for Transy. They're 2 of 4. For Rose-Hulman, 26%. Free throws 2 for 4 for Transylvania, 5 for 6 for Rose-Hulman. So Rose-Hulman has picked up an extra 3 points off the foul line because they have put the ball a little bit better scoring position, and they hit a couple 1-and-1s off of that. Rebounding, the advantage goes to Rose-Hulman, 20-17s, and that's probably about as close as you're going to get with both of these teams really doing their best in this one. 4-point lead for Transylvania was their largest. A 5-point lead for Rose-Hulman was their largest, and that was right before the buzzer as that went on that way. Both of them have the same number of turnovers at 5, so a pretty well-played game. And those were early in the first half. The rest of it's just been shooting that hasn't been very good. The offensive explosion we were waiting for by somebody just hasn't happened, and that could prove the difference in the second half of this one.
And we knew it was going to be like this. It's going to be a slugfest. These two teams always play close games. You look at the way the series has gone, way more than half of them have been decided, by 6 points or less. 6 out of the last 10 decided by one possession. They're going to play a grinder of a game. And these two teams, they're going to play good defense. I mentioned that early. They're going to be in each other's shirt tails, and that's exactly what we've seen. We have seen some poor shooting. A lot of that being caused by good defense. Some of that caused by ill-timed jumpers by Rose-Hulman. There have been, I think, more bad shots by Rose than bad shots by Transy. I think they've been pretty efficient with the way they've run their offense and who they've had shooting in at what spots. When you're a team that is not prolific from three, like Transy, they're not. They're not a prolific three-point shooting team. You have to be efficient with their offense. And if you look at their field goal percentage shooting by individual, their top nine guys that play, the vast majority of them shoot 45% or higher. So they're a very efficient team looking at where they shoot from and who is shooting from that particular spot. So they manufacture their points that way. Rose-Hulman would be well served today to take a page out of that book and be more efficient with who do you have shooting and from where. And so there have been some loose cannon attempts by Rose-Hulman that have kind of helped that cold stretch when you're hitting on all cylinders. It seems like anybody can throw up any shot, it's going to go in. But when you're struggling offensively, you've got to have a good shot by your best shooters and nothing else, or unless it's a layup, because all that does is kind of prolong your cold spell. And so Rose-Hulman was able to get out of that soon enough. They did eventually get out of it, but some of those possessions that you wish you had back and wish you had a better shot. Maybe you have a 7-point lead instead of a 2-point lead. Not saying it necessarily would have been, but some of those shots you knew that were not going to go in because they just weren't good shots.
So with that, Rose-Hulman and I'm going to go down the scoring right now summary. Terry Hicks with 4, Willie Bowman with 2, Bradley Harden with 3, Miles McGowan 8, Max Chaplin with 12, and Kobe Stademeyer with 3. And for Transylvania, their scoring summary would look like this: Caps with 3, Napier 6, Smith with 9, Penn with 6, Green with 2 points, and Teague with 4. So you're looking basically when we were in the middle of the first half, there were only 3 guys that have scored. And this ball was not moved very well. Towards the end of that half, both of these teams were playing pretty well and ultimately had an opportunity to do damage scoring-wise, and they did. It's 32-30. An opportunity for both these teams still lies ahead. We're looking for a great one in the second half. Let's pause for our first break here at halftime. Again, Rose-Hulman with a 2-point lead, 32-30.
At ServPro, we offer cleaning services, including the removal of biohazard containments. We have the specialized training and products to get your property back to business. We are here to help get your business back to normal. ServPro in the Wabash Valley, here to help.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at YorkAutomotive.com today.
You're number 1 at York.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s,
Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in central and west central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, our students keep walking by. They must have sent the word that, hey, there's going to be pizza, because every student in the entire building got up as soon as that halftime buzzer went off, and it was a quick dash to the pizza men that are over there. They're still serving it up. Got all those kids doing that. And I know a guy that's probably going to eat a lot of pizza, as a commit just happened for a big one for Rose-Hulman's football team. Luke McDaniel, a guard from Center Grove, the state champ in Indiana, three-time state champ in Indiana, has just committed to Rose-Hulman. He's 6'3", 265, and I'm venturing to say that he's going to be able to put a lot of pizza away for fighting engineers.
I think you're right, and just so people are not confused, when we say guard, we're talking about football. He is a guard for the football team, and I'm telling you that when you get somebody from Center Grove, you know, you hope that Center Grove kids all major in engineering, don't you?
Well,
you want as many engineering majors from Center Grove, because we got a chance to get some of that pie. And I tell you what, we get a good one in the state championship level program year in and year out, and have a lot of success right now. It's a big grab.
That's a big commit for Rose-Hulman. It really is, because. But the reason he's coming here, he has a 4.1 GPA.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an outstanding student, not just an outstanding athlete. And that's kind of what we're after here at Rose-Hulman. Get to see these guys in multiple sports. We'll have baseball in the spring,
right around
as well as softball, and probably have a track meet or two on here as well. So we've been able to cover all the sports here at Rose-Hulman. Again, Indiana Sports Network is the place to watch Rose-Hulman athletics, and we're so proud to bring you those. 3 minutes left to go here before these teams hit the floor again in the second half. And what do you think the keys are for both of these teams to win this one?
Both of them is going to be centered around defense and touching paint. You know, defensive transition is going to be so key. Just like Transylvania stopped Rose-Hulman, the transition attempt to give them that chance at the three-pointer. That's big. So defense is going to be the name of the game. Both of these teams know each other very well. They play tight ball games. Somebody's going to have to get some key stops in the last 4 minutes to be able to secure this victory. And especially for Rose-Hulman, you have got to touch paint. When you look at the points in the paint, 16 for Transylvania, 10 for the Engineers, that's not going to cut it today. So many three-point attempts, 19 three-point attempts for the Engineers, a team that shoots, below below fifth in the conference. If you're shooting 40% from three, okay, chuck 35-40 a game. But in a game like today, a low possession, a low margin, you have to touch paint, get downhill on some pick and rolls, get it to your big men in timely situations, and they're going to have to deliver. You got to touch paint. Everything else will flow from there.
And when you're looking at it, it's just that, like you said, possessions. Both these teams play very similar.
Yeah.
You've got the inside presence for Transylvania with Hunter Penn, and he's an outstanding player inside.
He's a load.
Schroeder off the bench is a bigger load.
Yeah.
I don't think he's as good offensively, but he defensively and rebounding, Schroeder is a beast on the inside. For Rose-Hulman, you have McGowan, who does the most of his damage on the inside. We haven't seen Isaac Farnsworth today, and
he's not going to play today.
I just don't think he's going to play much today.
No, he's not playing today.
But then when you look at Rose-Hulman and Vuk Juric had a stretch in there where he and Schroeder went after each other. It was pretty fun to watch.
Right.
The only problem is nobody scored during that stretch, so you may not see these guys very often. Again, both the teams had about a 4-minute stretch where nobody scored, looked pretty ugly, and then all of a sudden they turned it on. Team that turns it on and has that run in the second half is going to have a really good chance of moving on in the HCAC tournament. That's what they're playing for today, folks. Again, Rose-Hulman and Transylvania. It's 32-30. We want to thank our sponsors for this afternoon's ball game. Goshen H&R Block, Great Dane, Lynn's Pharmacy, the Hamilton Center, Mossy Oak Properties, Riddell National Bank, Sponsor Insurance, and York Automotive. Transportation for Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 5 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. Hey, our camera operators for this afternoon's ball game are Kanan Harper, Nathan Cowan, and Sebastian De La Rosa. Our video technician is Keith Lawson. We're produced and directed by Tony Harper. And again, we're very happy to be your spot for sports here at Rose-Hulman. We are Indiana Sports Network. 20 minutes up on the clock, and both these teams breaking the huddle. Will be ready to go with this one in just a moment. Again, 2-point lead for Rose-Hulman, and they have the basketball. We'll see what the Engineers can do once this thing gets started in the second half.
Winner of this game plays against Manchester at Manchester Friday at 7 p.m.
Harden almost stolen away. It is, as taken away that time. And the shot is up and in. We have a tie score.
And Max Chaplin saying he got his jersey tugged, which caused him to fall there. I didn't see it.
Well, Cap's got his hands on the basketball.
Yep, sure did. That's all that matters.
They're going to feed it down to Hicks. He'll lay it up and doesn't get it to go in, but he gets a foul on Caps in the process.
Very fortunate that Hicks was able to range to his left to secure that pass. It wasn't exactly on spot, but he was able to range, and he was also fortunate that it led him straight to the basket for these two free throws.
2 fouls on Caps, and I think Hicks is the mismatch on the inside.
Yeah.
They're really bodying up McGowan, and they're doing that with Hunter Penn. So I think Hicks has that ability to do it if he can just get some points in to score.
The problem is with McGowan, he's not going to be able to pull him out to the three-point line. That just clogs the painted area. Hicks doesn't have a lot of room to operate.
2 guys fighting on the inside are McGowan and Penn. They're going to drive puts the shot up, and that's a really big play.
Yeah, I think they could have called a foul on Harden there. I do believe it was a lot of contact there.
Cap scores, and it's a 1-point lead for Transylvania. Looking for the double team. McGowan pump, lays it up, can't get it to go. Rebound comes out to Penn. Smith outside. They're rotated all the way over to Green. Smith hasn't lost, and McGowan picks it up. Rose-Hulman with the basketball off the turnover. The Engineers trail by 1. They're going to feed it down inside. They're finally going to call the foul, the low post on Smith.
Yeah, Smith tried to get a call there, as I think he got called for that hold. Second team foul by Transylvania.
Trying to get it in. They had Chaplin. Max with it out. Open look.
A little too deep.
Harden squares up, can't get it to go, and a rebound comes out to Napier. Driving again, put it up, and he got nothing on that one.
Out of control. Now Rose has numbers.
Got an open man somewhere. Rotated over. Open look, Terry. He'll take the shot. He doesn't get it. Open and loose ball picked up by the Pioneers. Green working on Harden. Looked to turn the corner, but step over and a nice defensive play. Green, he'll feed it up. There's the open look from 15. Shots up and in that time by Simon Smith.
Yeah, Smith very decisive there. Didn't try to put the ball on the deck, just took the elbow jumper.
3-point lead for Transylvania. Bowman,
open
look for Chaplin. pull up from 17, can't get it. Rebound comes off. And Transylvania will slow it down. Green will set the offense for the Pioneers. Squaring up is Napier. He'll pull up. 2-point shot. Can't get it. Rebound comes out to Chaplin. They've got a man with a bad ankle.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is just find the open guy with it. Chaplin for 2.
Man.
And Rose-Hulman cuts the lead down to 1.
Looked like Smith's going to play through this. It looked like he was a little injured there. He got tied up with somebody. Bumped knees or something. I don't know.
Right down the middle. And he took a big tumble.
Yeah.
Green. Poked away, Harden with the steal. Harden driving down the lane, puts a shot up and in. Rose-Hulman up by 1.
Big sequence there. Harden, the defense led to his own offense. Got a point in transition there. Uses speed to break away from Green.
Looking on the outside. Penn with it. Back to Caps. Caps will drive. Tipped away by Terry, and they'll say got him with the hand.
Yeah. Just a quick swipe of the hand and let it get caught. Hand in the cookie jar, his 3rd foul of the game, and that's a foul that I would love to see him be able to stay in the game. Even with his 3rd foul, it's early in the half. I would have loved to see the senior be able to kind of play through that for a few minutes before we take him out.
Blair in, and he'll draw that matchup right there on Teague. Teague inside on Blair. Blair's got him. Backdoor cut. Swatted away by McGowan.
Big rotation by McGowan to get that block, and Blair set it up to move his feet defensively.
They're going to feed down in. McGowan takes him to the post. Feed inside. Blair goes straight up. Got it up. Can't get it. He should have just shot the ball instead of driving. There's no place to drive. Teague. Outlet. Gets it out. Trying to turn a corner was Napier. Now down inside. It looked like a walk and it held. And Blair pulls that rebound down.
You got bodies flailing all over the place both ways.
37-36. Rose-Hulman with the lead. McGowan backing down Penn. Looking, trying to go inside. Now he's got an open look for Blair. He'll lay it up and in. An easy play. 39-36. Rose-Hulman by 3.
If they come with the double, Blair has got to be ready. Just like that, he'll have an open look.
With it on the outside is Madsen. And again, Bowman. It could have a 3-second call there pretty quick.
McGowan working hard down there, boy, I tell you.
Teague with the drive and a left-handed. He'll take it down in a low post and stolen away. With it is Bowman. One on 2. He's going to drive hard, and he goes to the basket. He is fouled. He'll go to the line. Willie Bowman with that speed. He turned it on and just beat 2 guys down the floor. Timeout on the floor. 15:01 left to go in the ball game. You're watching Rose-Hulman basketball on the Indiana Sports Network.
Get the best high school rankings on XL High School Sports.
At H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they make sure your return gets done right. It's not just numbers, boxes, and forms. It's personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. With an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
This is Sue Goshen from your locally owned H&R Block in Brazil. Walk in, make an appointment, or drop off your documents, and we'll tackle your taxes while you're away.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
Willie Bowman at the line. He'll shoot 2 shots off that drive. He gets the first one up and in, and it's to 36, a 4-point lead for Rose-Hulman. We want to thank our sponsors, Goshen H&R Block, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, Sponsor Insurance and York Automotive. Substitution in as Kobe Stoudemeyer comes into the ball game, and big play by Willie Bowman that time.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely, to get the steal and once again get out in transition at the 4 points. And let's see if this group can keep this momentum going. Let's get another stop right here.
Solid play. Again, Transylvania moving the basketball around. Daniel Mullins is in the game for the first time, and he triggers it over to Madsen, and Madsen cans the three.
You nailed it. The ball movement on that possession I thought was really crisp, really good. That moving the ball well and a wide open three-point look.
Outside, Blair to Stoudemeyer. Stoudemeyer driving, didn't have anybody. Looked down in the post. Nope, it's Blair. Blair to the outside, and Blair has a mismatch if they'll set him up.
Tough
one. Look, had a ball reversal. Blair for three, puts it up, doesn't get it. Rebound comes out, and a nice yank down that time by Mullins.
That's one he had to take.
Open look, that ball's loose, and Stoudemeyer with another steal.
Yeah, Madsen out of control there. Ball just got tipped away from him. Let's see if Rose can capitalize. Got McGowan, he missed him.
And they'll get the foul call, and this one will go against Simon Smith. Smith pushed him out of the lane, and then McGowan bought that one by his good movement. The fourth personal foul that time on Simon Smith, and he'll take a seat.
I know Smith is very frustrated. He's got to pick up his fourth foul, got 11 points in the game, but he's got to, like you mentioned, pushing McGowan out, got caught on the switch and the mismatch in transition. Rose-Hulman, when you see these opportunities, you're going to have to capitalize every single time when you get these mismatches.
Rose-Hulman by 2, 13:40 left to go in the ball game.
All the way.
Drive, Simon inside, up and good by Miles McGowan. Credit Simon Blair with the assist. Oh, they're going to call an over back. Said he left.
Yeah, he didn't establish himself in the front court before he touched the ball. That's not his fault. That's the guard's fault for passing the ball too early. It's just unfortunate, and the guard, Madsen, or get ready to take a seat probably because of that.
We have multiple players back into this one. A big fella, Luke Schroeder, checks in. And Luke is 6'9" from Sydney, Australia.
Oh, God.
Almost lost it the other direction with the exact same type of play.
Man.
Chaplin working off the screen from Blair. Now you got a mismatch with Blair. Chaplin with the drive, feeds it inside, up and good. Miles McGowan assist from Chaplin.
Once again, we got downhill, touch paint, and good things happen.
Defense for Rose-Hulman. They're going to feed the big fella. He's going to try to back down McGowan. Puts that hook up, can't get it. McGowan with the rebound, and he got fouled by Schroeder.
Oh, they're saying it's staying here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
Whoa.
Okay, I'm being told that McGowan gave him a little hook, a little shot, a little elbow. Okay, all right, all right. I stand corrected.
Luke Jurich into the ball game for Rose-Hulman as they'll give McGowan a rest. McGowan picked up his first foul, so he's not in foul trouble. They're going to give him a little break so he doesn't beat on each other pretty much. Shots up and no good, and that one should have been over the back. They did. Chaplin drew that one. It's on Colby Napier, the sophomore from Hindman, Kentucky, and Knox County Central High School.
Now that's 5 team fouls on Transylvania. We're at the 12:51 mark. If we're not in the bonus by the 10-minute mark, I'm going to say, Rose-Hulman, you're in a situation where they're calling the whistle right now. Let's get in the paint. Let's get downhill. Create some more foul opportunities.
Stoudemeyer working off screens. Vuk Juric has the mismatch. Get it to the low post.
Didn't see it.
Cross court to Stoudemeyer. Inside, there's Chaplin on the left side. And that ball's just pounded away. Really quick hands by Dakota Caps. Green with a basketball. Outside to Napier. Green will set the offense. Gives it to Caps. He'll drive towards the lane. They'll give the big fella the ball. Feed. Shot blocked.
Wow.
And with it, loose ball, they're going to call it the other way. This one will go against Hunter Penn. He'll pick up the foul on a loose one, And Chaplin's on the floor rolling around a little bit.
Yep, he's okay. He's saying he's okay. He just needs a moment to collect himself. Team foul number 6 there as a block by Blair. I'm telling you, the last couple of weeks of the season, Simon Blair, I talked about this earlier, has really come on. Has been moving his feet defensively so much better than he did early in the season. Really things starting to click from. Offensive game not there yet, will come in time, but he's focusing on defense and rebounding. And if you have a young big that will focus on defense and rebounding, he'll find his way on the court like Blair has in the later stages of the season.
Simon Blair, 6'7", come with a double team, and there's the
got
steal. A lot
Got
of body on this stuff, too. With it, Bowman looking outside. They got an open look. Down inside, almost stolen away with the drive. That's a really nice play. Can't do anything about that. Dakota Caps just quicker to the ball and quicker to the basket. Now they're going to call the foul, or they're going to say he stepped on the line.
Back-to-back turnovers by Rose after being up 6.
It's a 4-point lead for Rose-Hulman, and we'll be back for more. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
Here at Mossy Oak Properties, Indiana Land and Lifestyle, we know hunting property, and our agents have the skills to close the deal. But what is it that separates us from others? We have field experience. We speak the language. We use targeted marketing. We cast a wide net, and we have local contacts. When it comes to buying or selling your hunting ground, let's just say, we're killing it.
It could be anyone. The star student, the all-state athlete. I never thought it could happen to me, that I could lose everything. I found help, I found hope, I found recovery. I regained something lost.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
11:47 left to go in the ball game. 45-41. Rose-Hulman with the lead, but Transylvania with a couple back-to-back baskets, and the basketball has a chance to cut this one down to 2 or 1 point, depending on what they do with this one.
Rose-Hulman's going to have to expect pressure defensively. Offensively, when they have the ball, expect pressure.
Lob inside, stolen away by Chaplin. Errant pass. Chaplin will pull up for three. Got it! Max Chaplin is on fire, and Rose-Hulman leads by 7.
Chaplin's got 17 to lead all scores, but they just walked right in to that three-pointer, just banged it home.
That walk-up three is something he's really good at. They're going to have to stay on him a lot tighter.
Watch out, Boo.
Really nice job on Green. Chaplin gets taken to the hole. Yeah. Green scores, and Rose-Hulman finds itself up 5.
Here's the pressure. Rose-Hulman cannot be surprised by this. You have to expect the pressure. You've seen it already. You're going to see some traps. You have got to be careful. Going to have to take care of the basketball.
Stoudemeyer with the basketball up front. He pivots. Should have gone to the hole there. Yeah. He's going to pull it up. Open look. You've got Vuk on the inside. They just missed him again. Bowman with the drive, and he goes out of bounds. Lucky it didn't go off his leg.
That's right. He had a dribble drive and bit aggressively to the hole. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a shot out of it. It was a great defense by Transylvania. And if I'm Coach Lane, I'm talking about these 2 fouls that my team has against the others.
Chaplin, open look from 15. Got it in the corner.
Defense. That's bad defense. Rose-Hulman runs that all year long. You get that corner 3 from Chaplin on the inbounds. Just a little falling asleep there by Coach Lane's club, and Rose-Hulman with a 7-point lead.
Green on the inside. They'll give it to the big fella. He'll pump. He'll put it up. Reverse gets it up and in, and nice play by Luke Schroeder as he scores. 5-point lead for Rose-Hulman. Looking down, open look for Bowman, and he'll hold up and try to set an offensive group here.
And you can see that trap is going to come when they're bringing the ball up. Rose-Hulman's going to have to be ready.
Harden has it tipped out of bounds. And they're letting them come through him to tip it too. It's not a non-contact tip. One of the
9:55
officials
to go.
talking to a couple players down there to
Yeah.
knock a couple things off. They're beating on each other pretty good, as this one's going to get wild and woolly here towards the end.
Well, nobody wants their season to end, and these guys are going to lay it all on their line in the last 10 minutes of the game.
Harden running the show here. Off the screen. Feed down low, and they didn't get it to him quick enough. And they'll hold. They're going to say shot clock violation.
Yeah.
And it'll go to Transylvania.
It's too bad we couldn't have got a jump ball there, because that would have got the alternate possession, and we would have gotten the next one. But the shot clock violation came before we could get to that situation. Great defense again by Transylvania getting that stop. Rose-Hulman going to have to do the same on their end.
And it's the ball pressure right now. It's causing Rose-Hulman some problems out in front.
Look to maybe go over the top in some situations for Rose-Hulman.
With it right now, Green down the lane. He's got a chance. He went to shoot it, but bottled up.
Right there.
And they should have had a held ball on the inside. Penn had it, and then he'll pull it back out and give it up. It's Caps. He'll start the offense.
Here comes the screen. Nope.
Trying to do something, and they're going to call the foul on Harden. And if they've let it go at one end, they should be letting it go at the other, because that's exactly what happened.
And I thought Caps was a little bit shaky with the ball right there, and Harden, I thought, beat him to the spot for that crossover. Nonetheless, third team foul by Rose-Hulman. I told you, Coach Lane should be talking to the officials about the lack of team fouls on Rose-Hulman.
Caps puts it up and in, and he's an awful good freshman, folks.
Yeah,
he's going to
he
be around for 3 more years. He's an outstanding player for Transylvania.
And every time they make a bucket, they can set up their trap.
Here comes Bowman, open look, feeds down. It's Hicks in the lane, and they'll pull it back out and start it up again.
Rose-Hulman's going to have to be aggressive out of that trap, Herb.
3-point lead. Bowman looking inside. He's got him open.
That should be an
put it up hard, and Strong missed it. Tipped out. Open look for Chaplin for 3. He doesn't get it. Rebound to Hicks, and they're going to call the foul.
That's frustration. That's frustration on Hunter Penn. Miles McGowan laid into him pretty good. Hunter Penn's let the officials know right now, let the coaches know as well. They want a review out of this. I don't know if they have a monitor review. I don't know exactly what we're asking for.
They're going to ask if the shot clock violation thing.
No, that's not what they're asking. They were asking for a review. I don't know exactly what we were. But Miles McGowan laid into Hunter Penn, and Penn really was hurting. He ended up getting that foul called on him against Hicks, kind of flung him to the floor out of frustration because he didn't get the foul when McGowan laid into him. So you mentioned getting physical. You're exactly right. It is getting physical.
3-point lead for Rose-Hulman. Shots up and no good, and you miss those free throws right now. It's pretty tough.
Ball don't lie. Yeah.
Transylvania with the basketball. Penn, screen and roll. They got him open in the low post and don't need it as Green sticks a 3-pointer in. Our score is tied. 50-50. Looking, trying to get open. They'll give it up to Bowman. Bowman working on Madsen. Willie. Trap, and they'll see what's going on. Chaplin, pull up from 10, can't get it. Rebound, tipped around and picked up by Transylvania. Got a man open on the cross. Green threw it. Oh, my goodness. What a fortunate play. It's right behind him was Napier.
Yep.
Woo. That was a weird one.
Oh, wow, it sure was.
Green working at high screen. He'll pull it up and take the 10-15 footer. He gets it.
He's feeling it. He is feeling it.
2-point lead by Transylvania. 7:32 left to go in the ball game. Chaplin feeds down. There's Bowman. Cross court, open look. Feed down, low post. It's McGowan. Pump. Lay it up and in. Miles McGowan for 2, and the score's tied.
It's going to be just like this the rest of the way. Back and forth. 2 heavyweights in the middle of the ring just slugging it out.
7 minutes to go in the ball game. Green, he'll drive, he'll shoot, misses it, rebound to McGowan.
A little bit too much English on that one as he was farther away from the basket, I think, than he wanted to be when he left the ground, excuse me.
Harden with it out front, gets it up to Chaplin. Feed down the low post. Here's McGowan again. Pump, drive, duck under, gets it up and in. Miles McGowan with another 2 points, and Rose leads by 2.
And you can hear the bench saying, Miles, all you. That means a double is not coming. You've got room to operate. Go to work, and he did. McGowan now up to 16 points on the night.
54-52, Rose-Hulman with the lead. They really attacked that one.
Good no call. Good no call.
And Terry Hicks, and they're going to call the foul going the other way, and Hicks is going to go to the line and score.
And that's not a good foul. I thought it was a good no call. It's hard to try to draw the charge. I didn't think it was a good.
That one I did. He had his hand.
Yeah, no. That was not a good foul when he holding the hand to lead the free throws.
6:16 left to go in the ball game. You're watching Rose-Hulman Sports on the Indiana Sports Network.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885.
Your All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor here for York Automotive. Looking for an All-Pro deal on your next car, truck, or SUV? York is my #1 pick. With over 600 vehicles in stock, York has the largest selection to meet your needs. We're talking new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Take it from one All-Pro to another, York has your best deal.
Shop online at yorkautomotive.com and we'll show you why we're not #1, you are.
We're not #1.
You are.
You're #1 at York.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
Welcome back to Hulbert Arena, the campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. 54-52, Rose-Hulman with the lead, and Terry Hicks will be at the line to shoot the one and bonus.
The DJ getting no love at the Hulbert Arena here this afternoon. You cut off Taylor Swift's song right in the middle of the chorus. You're going to get booed around here. My goodness. What are we doing to DJ table?
They had a couple other songs that you and I are both laughing. I couldn't believe they're playing them. Not because they just – it's a different crowd.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Again, Terry Hicks at the line. He's got the one and bonus. He missed the front end of one in the first half. So big free throws. They're all big throws right now, and Hicks puts that one through. Nothing but net on that one. We want to thank our sponsors, Goshen H&R Block, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Mossy Oak Properties, Riddell National Bank, Sponsler Insurance, and York Automotive. All sponsors of Rose-Hulman basketball here on Indiana Sports Network.
Hicks has been kind of saddled with foul trouble, played 17 minutes now with 7 points, 8 points in the afternoon, and see if we can keep him on the floor the rest of the game.
Green trying to drive on the inside, stolen away, and they're going to call a foul on McGowan.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Green put it right into McGowan's chest. He turned right into that double team and put it right into McGowan's chest, and that's a tough call. That's a tough call.
Fourth team foul. There are 8 team fouls on Transylvania. So a couple more, and Rose-Hulman would be in the double bonus.
Yep.
Feed out the outside. Looked like he walked. They're going to put it down inside, and they do so. Good defensive pressure by McGowan. He goes up in the air, and they're going to get the foul. And this one will probably go on Harden, but we'll see.
Yeah, and that's, once again, see if it's going to be on the floor, if they're going to be shooting. He's going to the line. It's 2 fouls, 2 buckets, 2 free throws, excuse me. And so, I can't say that's that bad of a foul, to be honest with you.
No, Harden went for the ball when it turned on him, and he just missed and got his arm pretty good. And missed the foul shot was Hunter Penn.
Hunter Penn on the season, a 39% free throw shooter.
And he misses both, and Rose-Hulman with the possession.
Now it'll be interesting down the stretch. That's right.
We'll see if they just hack a shack on him.
Hopefully we won't need to, hopefully.
Harden looking inside, gives it back out to Chaplin. Chaplin will drive, he'll shoot. He uses that left arm really well, stuck it out, gets Rose-Hulman a 6-point lead. Teague back outside to Green, and they'll rotate the offense over. Madsen. Jalen Green with the ball, trying to use the screen. He doesn't use it. Trying to cross over on Bowman. Gets down in the low post. They'll pull it out. Madsen thought about the three, but pulls it out. Now Green's got to shoot it somewhere. Step back, gets the three up, can't get it. Then a rebound comes out to McGowan.
They got Max. They got Max on when he was basically holding Napier. I don't know if you saw that, but he had Napier with both arms tied down. It kind of looked like Max had 4 arms in that sequence right there.
Well, they call that the double arm bar.
Yeah,
I think
they
is what they call
definitely
it.
caught him there, and that was an easy call to make.
6th-team foul. The next one will cause Transylvania to go to the line.
Good.
Down
Good
on the
defeat.
post, and that's not a good place. It could be a 3-second violation pretty soon here.
Yeah.
They'll pull it back outside. Napier trying to work on Harden. He'll try to turn the corner, puts that shot up, can't get it. Rebound comes out to Hicks.
Gotta squeeze
knocked
it.
away.
Gotta squeeze it. And
they're
they've got
gonna
to
call
foul.
Chaplin on a foul.
Because
and
they
then
got
they
Chaplin
teched him.
in the tech. He said some magic words, and he knew it because he tried to skip away. All because we could not squeeze the rebound right there. You have got to squeeze that rebound. He got poked away from us. We get a foul, then we start chirping. Cooler heads must prevail. You got 4:41 to go in somebody's season, Herb. Cooler heads got to prevail both ways.
So the technical foul is up. Napier scores the first free throw.
And guess what? Now that's 4 fouls on Max Chaplin.
No, that's 5. He's gone.
Oh, excuse me.
And
wow.
that's because of the technical foul.
Ouch.
So not only does the first one count as his 4th, but the second one is the technical, puts him out of the ball game. So without Chaplin in the ball game, the leading scorer for Rose-Hulman is going to take a seat, and he'll be gone for the ball game. And they're double checking right now.
Yeah, I was thinking the technical was the 4th one, but either way, that's just something you just can't do.
Can't react that
you're
much.
A senior. I know it's the thing about it is emotional.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't say something to the referee, you get away with that. But if you speak to the referee in an adverse manner, and Max knows it right now. He's got his head down over there on the bench. He can't believe he did that. He feels horrible, but his team's going to have to pick him up.
And realistically, they're just going to have to foul, and I'm going to say this, it sounds really weird. They're going to foul Hunter Penn if they're smart. Just foul him every time down the floor and let him shoot free throws because he's not going to make them. He's missed a bunch. Feed down. Here's
Clear.
McGowan working one-on-one. Puts that little jump hook up and in, and Miles McGowan puts Rose-Hulman back up 6 points.
McGowan's got 18 now. 18 points, 8 rebounds. Going to have to be a man down the stretch.
4:10 left to go in the ball game.
Wide
Open look from 3, can't get it. But again, the rebounding for Rose-Hulman, they're not able to pull it down, and the rebound comes out, and a nice play by Teague to get that one. Now he'll pull off and gets a score, and that's a potential push-off. Yeah. They didn't get the call. Yeah. Moving with it, Stoudemire, back up. Here comes Harden. Looking, open look for Hicks, and he traveled with it, but they didn't get the call.
Oh, gosh.
Woo. Back on the outside, and there's another foul. Green is going to send Bradley Harden to the line. Rose-Hulman leads by 4. Timeout on the floor. 3:37 left to go in the ball game. You're watching Rose-Hulman Sports on the Indiana Sports Network.
Protect the things that matter most to you. Brian Sponsler, localizing 25 years of insurance experience to bring you and your family better coverage for less. Brian Sponsler Insurance for auto, home, life, and business. H&R Block is your tax preparation service experts no matter how you file. Sue Jones and Associates offer all tax preparation and all the tax services you need, not only at tax time, but throughout the year. Get your hometown tax help from Sue Goshen's H&R Block, located in Brazil, across from the courthouse.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
And Rose-Hulman leads by 4, but more importantly, Bradley Harden at the line. He has a chance for a 1 and bonus. 19 fouls now on Transylvania. And by the way, that technical foul also counts as a team foul the other direction. So now 8 fouls on Rose-Hulman in this half. So we're going to go to the line here, and Bradley Harden has a chance to put Rose-Hulman back up 6 points if he could do it. Shots up, and he got the first one.
Rose-Hulman now 11 for 14 from the free throw line. Transylvania 4 for 9. So a big difference in attempts and makes.
And if they can continue to put Hunter Penn on the line, that percentage-wise is a big deal for Rose-Hulman. Because Penn does not shoot well, and especially in a tight ball game like this, it's even harder for him. They're going to take him out of the ball game.
And they're going to have to relate offense, defense. And that takes a lot away from their offense. And Hunter Penn helps the offense move, more efficiently.
Predominantly three-point shooters now into the ball game for Transylvania. They're going to use that screen. They're going to drive the lane, puts a shot up. He got it in. That's a really nice play
and
down the line for Green.
Took less than 10 seconds to score on that situation.
4-point lead for Rose-Hulman. Harden turns the corner. He'll get it up over the 10-second line, gives it up to Bowman. Bowman's going to feed down the low post, but here's the problem for Transylvania. They don't have anybody in the post that ought to be able to stop him. Outside look to Bowman, open look for Harden. Harden drives the lane, turn around in the lane, puts a shot up and in. Bradley Harden with a fadeaway, and it's a 6-point Rose-Hulman lead. 3 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Right after making those 2 free throws, got right the elbow, the right side of the free throw line. Max Chaplin being the loudest cheerleader for Rose-Hulman, as he should be on the bench.
Looking inside, they'll do it. Puts the shot up, can't get it, but they're going to go to the line. And this time it's not Hunter Penn at the line. This time it's Simon Smith, the junior from Louisville, and he'll have a chance for 2 shots to try to cut the lead back down to 4.
Going to be the third on McGowan, 9th team foul. As we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws the last 2:44 on 2:44 to go in somebody's season. One team will go to Manchester on Friday evening. One team will be watching from the confines of home.
5-point lead for Rose-Hulman. Smith with his second attempt. He got it as well. Pretty good shot.
Yes.
And Madsen back into the ball game. He's had some steals and poked the ball away, and Rose-Hulman's going to have full court pressure against him right now. Got to get somebody open. Looking, finding right there. It's Bowman. He has it tipped, and he'll go to the line as Teague hit him in the arm. And Bowman will now step to the line to shoot. 4-point Rose-Hulman lead. We're going to go back and forth like this for a little while.
A little while meaning
the whole game.
Yes.
We'll see what's going on. Again, Willie Bowman to the line. 2:43 left to go in the ball game. They'll have 2 shots because of the double bonus. Missed that first one.
Just rimmed out.
Napier back into the ball game. Bowman again takes the second shot. Doesn't get it either, and the ball's on the floor. Loose!
Oh, did it go out of bounds? So close.
And it's close.
So close.
So he misses both free throws. It's a 4-point Rose-Hulman lead. With it, driving the hole, put a shot up, no good, rebound. They're going to call the foul. The guy from this angle didn't have the angle to call that one.
Well, I can see up here. It doesn't matter where you're on the floor. You can see that was a foul. Studemeyer got beat, and I'm telling you what, they're just putting the ball in Dakota Captain's hands and letting them go to work. And it's hard for the engineers to stay in front of them at this point.
Caps with 2 shots, puts the first one up. He gets that one to roll, and it's a 3-point ball game.
You mentioned him being just a freshman. He's played a magnificent game today. 10 points right now, trying to make it 11, and he does.
And with substitution into the ball game, they're going offensive, defensive substitution. Madsen back into the ball game.
Incidentally, Caps has been playing with 4 fouls for a long time, and has done a great job not getting his 5th.
Harden back over to Stoudemire.
And in case you didn't know, I was trying to jinx him right there.
Harden with the drive. He'll pull back out, and they'll keep running the clock. 2-point lead for Rose-Hulman. Bowman outside, feeds. In the corner to Hicks, down low, and a lost ball. It's still lost. It's on the floor. It's picked up. They're going to call a foul, and we're going to go to the other end and shoot free throws.
And that's going to be 4 on McGowan. Oh,
2:04 left to go, and we could be looking at a tie score.
Just a few shakes of a dog's tail ago, it was a 6-point lead by the Engineers. And now it's 2:04 with an opportunity for Trans to tie this thing up. 2 free throws here by Simon Smith, Jr. from Louisville, Kentucky.
He put the last 2 in he had, and he
did.
puts this one in as well.
He actually hit the rim this time, but he's got a sweet-looking stroke. I'm telling you, Simon Smith is unfazed by the opportunity, by the moment.
Gets the second one up and in as well.
Tie game.
Don't have anybody you can really foul if you're Rose-Hulman.
No. Now, who has the guts to make a shot if you're Rose-Hulman?
They're going to do their very best to put it down in the low post of McGowan's hands. Because McGowan does have a mismatch physically. We'll see what happens. It's coming up for the screen off of Stoudemire. They got McGowan in the post. They can't get him the ball. Looking down inside. Hicks with it with the drive. Looks. Bowman with the layup in the left hand. He puts it in. Rose-Hulman leads by 2.
Got to get a stop here. Who might pick up ball?
And a timeout's been called by Transylvania. We'll take one as well. You're watching Rose-Hulman basketball on Indiana Sports Network.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
At ServPro, we offer cleaning services, including the removal of biohazard containments. We have the specialized training and products to get your property back to business. We are here to help get your business back to normal. ServPro in the Wabash Valley, here to help.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at YorkAutomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
66-64, Rose-Hulman with the lead.
You know, when you look at this game here with Transylvania having the possession, you bring Blair in defensively for McGowan with McGowan's 4 fouls. I think I'd play a little offense, defense there. McGowan's going to have to be very careful. You do not want to pick up that 5th foul. You've already lost Chaplin to a disqualification. We can't afford to lose McGowan in the same situation as well. Got to be careful, Miles.
Zachary Jackson in the ball game from defensive effort. They're going to try to get him on somebody. Green down the lane, pull up from 10, got it up, can't get it, rebound.
There's the
up.
5th foul.
There's the 5th.
There it is. Unless it's on Willie. See if we can get lucky. Oh, we got lucky. Oh, thank you, Lordy. They were both right there. They could have called on either one of them, honestly.
Colby Napier at the line. He's got 2 shots. He puts the first one up and gets it in. And again, a nice-looking shot.
Now, once again, you got to handle this pressure. If he makes it, even if he doesn't, they'll probably bring some token pressure. Hunter Penn getting ready to come back in.
And Hunter Penn's going to try to play some defense.
Yep. You're going to body up Miles McGowan, and rightly so. Now, you got to handle the pressure. Oh, no, they're going to back it off. That actually works in our favor. Now, who's going to have the guts to make a shot once again?
Score is tied 66 all with 1:15 left to go in the ball game. Harden looking. They're trying to get the ball down the low post. They have him opened. Bowman. Willie looking for it. He'll give it up top to McGowan. McGowan, one-on-one. With a nice little hook shot. Can't get it to go, and a rebound comes out to Dakota Caps. And here it is.
Gotta get a stop.
2 possessions basically left in the ball game, and a timeout's been called by Transylvania. We'll take one as well. Score tied when we return on Indiana Sports Network.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
Score is tied 66 all. 21 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and at 46.8 left to go in the ball game. Transylvania with a basketball. Teague's in the ball game. Green with it. You've got Smith, Napier, and Caps. All athletic guys that are going to drive. Back outside, it's Green. That's his shot right there, and he hits it. He's hit that shot on several occasions today, and a timeout's been called. And
did they call a timeout or did they not?
What did they call?
I don't know. I thought they did, but
they did. Rose-Hulman called timeout. We'll take one as well. Rose trails by 2.
At H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they make sure your return gets done right. It's not just numbers, boxes, and forms. It's personal care, so you get every credit and deduction you deserve. With an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
This is Sue Goshen from your locally owned H&R Block in Brazil. Walk in, make an appointment, or drop off your documents, and we'll tackle your taxes while you're away.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
2.8 seconds difference in the shot clock. At least that's what we're seeing in the shot clock and the game clock. Can't tell on the shot clock because theirs is not in tenths of a second. Right. There's just a little bit difference. If you're Rose-Hulman, you could wait down to the end and take the last shot to see what you're going to get.
Well, they may have a hard time doing that because here comes the pressure once again. Coach Lane dials up the pressure again, which I like.
Harden, now they're going to back it all the way up. They just wanted to get a token to see if you could use some clock down here. Harden off the screen. Open look for Bowman for 3. He gets it up. Gets it! Willie Bowman for 3, and Rose-Hulman leads by 1. And timeout's been called by Rose-Hulman, and we'll keep this one here. Rose-Hulman leads 69-68. 21.4 left in the ball game, and Transylvania now has their opportunity.
I've been asking you, who has the guts to make a big shot? Rose-Hulman dials up the play. It's a great diagram play, and even better executed. They got the screen to pin down, and Bowman, top of the key, is a sweet spot for him. Rose-Hulman, that's only their second three-point hit in 6 attempts here in the second half, after going 5 of 19 for the second half. So they totally shifted their philosophy in the second half, looking at the way they want to play offense, and they've been going to the basket that time. Bowman, a massive 3. Now you've got to get the stop and stop these penetrating guards of Transylvania, which has been very tough to do.
looking like they're almost going to run a trap. Instead, it's just man defense.
Yeah.
They're going to try to pick it up. They do it. 1 quarter. Here it is. 15 seconds left to go in the ball game. With the drive is Green, and the low post blocked. Save!
Yes!
Zach Jackson
Give it up,
in the middle. Oh, he should have given that one up, and Rose would have automatically put 3 points on the board. 7 seconds left, and going to the line will be Zachary Jackson.
And the reason why I say give it up, I know Zachary Jackson. Gosh, I'm not trying to.
Yeah,
he shoots 80%. I'm going to stop right there.
He's a good free throw shooter, but we'll see what happens.
80%.
He'll have 2 shots, 69-68. 7 seconds is an awful lot of time. Awful lot of time on this one. And they're going to make him pause on this.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if there's timeouts taken either direction when this one goes. Rose-Hulman leads by 1. He has a chance to lengthen that lead up to 3 points. But still, Transylvania has that shot at the end. And also, don't be surprised if they immediately foul someone. Interesting, Hunter Penn still in the game.
Yeah, for rebounding purposes, and I wonder if they have a timeout left.
He gets the first one. Zachary Jackson gets the first one, and Rose-Hulman leads by 2, but that's not the one that matters. It's this one.
Down to the wire, just like we love it, Herb.
Jackson puts the second one up and in. He gets it. Rose-Hulman leads by 3. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a very brief one. We'll be right back. Rose-Hulman by 3.
At ServPro, we offer cleaning services, including the removal of biohazard containments. We have the specialized training and products to get your property back to business. We are here to help get your business back to normal. ServPro in the Wabash Valley, here to help.
Protect the things that matter most to you. Brian Sponsler, localizing 25 years of insurance experience to bring you and your family better coverage for less. Brian Sponsler Insurance for auto, home, life, and business.
You are watching HCAC men's basketball at Rose-Hulman on the Indiana Sports Network.
Well, Zach Jackson's father came up. He's a school teacher in Tennessee, and his dad came up and thanked us for how we handle our broadcasts and those kinds of things. But, boy, his son comes in, hits the 2 crucial free throws. Now we're going to see what's going to happen. 7 seconds. Somebody's got to get an open look. And with that, that's interesting. If they pass, they won't pass it back.
They won't pass it back to him. Yeah.
Here comes Green. He's got it. And across, here it comes. Green's going to take the shot up. Everybody's on it, misses it. Rose-Hulman's going to win the ball game by 3. And I'm going to say McGowan probably got a piece of that shot as well. Rose-Hulman defeats Transylvania. And the biggest one right now, and you can see him on the floor, is Max Chaplin, because he would have felt absolutely horrible had this game not gone that way, as he fouled out of the ball game with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Max gets to play another ball game down the end, and I'll tell you what, he led the team in scoring with 21, but most important part were the guys that came off the bench and finished the game. They did a great job.
And you have to have that. You've got to rally together, and that's, I said at the beginning of the broadcast, this team is a pretty tough team. When their backs are against the wall, they respond so often. And I love the response by this team. Backs were against the wall. They lost their leading scorer, and a good handshake between Chaplin and Hunter Penn. A lot of respect there, but boy, Rose-Hulman, a well-earned and a hard-fought victory, and they get to listen to the school's fight song.
And Rose-Hulman's fight song being played over the loudspeaker. They don't have the band today, and that's okay, but we had a big group of students show up for Rose-Hulman today, but the biggest one probably, you look at Zachary Jackson, who sits most of the ball game on the bench as the senior comes in, and all of a sudden, wow, he hits those 2 free throws to lengthen the lead to 3.
Played 4 minutes today. Played 4 minutes in 2 of the biggest points. Played 4 minutes and scored 2 of the biggest points of the game.
Protect the things that matter most to you.
So, again, Zachary Jackson comes in, hits those 2 free throws. He's really in for the defensive effort, and he gets his hands on the ball because he's a defensive specialist. And more importantly for Rose-Hulman, he sends them on, and they will play now Friday evening at Manchester.
That's right. They've boy, it's so hard to beat a team 3 times. They've beaten Manchester twice this season on some really hard-fought games, and boy, that's going to be a tall task. But the engineers have shown that they can do it. They've done it before. This team does have some championship pedigree. That doesn't mean they're going to win a championship, but they've got some of the makeup of a championship team, and they're going to have to show it Friday night at 7 o'clock against a really, really good Manchester team, a team that's going to be out for some revenge. Manchester does not want to get beat by Rose-Hulman on their home floor again. It's going to be a great game, and I wish I could be there. I just wish I could be there.
Well, and with that ball game, again, we will close out our season broadcasting Rose-Hulman men's basketball. We had a great year watching the guys play here, and we're looking for big things this next year. The girls program, the women's program will be back on track, and hopefully we get to see them play in a tremendous season for them this next year, coming back on the floor. As you know, the tough times the ladies had this year, but for the men, they played well. Nick Sayles, you can't ask enough about a first-year coach kind of molding things together right at the end, found out what he had, has used players pretty well at the end of the season in crucial moments. He believes in them when he puts them in, and just like this, and Willie Bowman, who's a guy who hasn't been used most of his career, and all of a sudden, Willie Bowman catches fire about midway through the season. Big 3 right at the end of the ball game for Willie to put Rose-Hulman up by 1. And then closing out, Zach Jackson hitting both those free throws to move that score up by 3-point lead for Rose-Hulman. And then they close it out with an outstanding defensive play at the other end. That's kind of the way this season's gone.
It really is, and that's what you want your players to do, guys stepping up in crucial moments. And I mentioned it several times over the last 5 minutes. Who's going to be gutsy enough? Who could be man enough to make a big shot, to make a big play when Max went out? That's part of your offense that you rely upon. You can know he will step up and shoot the big shot. Who else would do that in his absence? And I'm telling you what, so proud of Willie Bowman and what he's done in his senior season from Germantown, Illinois, and then a big thanks to his mom and dad spoiling us with treats. Seems like every game they've been so nice to us, but really just a gentleman, and you couldn't be happier with the fact that he helped step up. Zach Jackson helped step up. Everybody in crucial moments played their roles, and that's what you want a team to do. When you have a team that's everybody playing their role, not trying to step out of what they're meant to do, boy, this is a really good team. And so we'll see what they can do Friday night in biggest game of the year.
They'll play Manchester University in I believe it'll be the second ball game.
Yes, it will.
And that's because Manchester has officially won the conference, and so they'll play the second one, the late night game. And again, if
we make it to the championship game, I'm going Saturday. I'll be there Saturday if we make it. So I look forward to being there on Saturday, seeing us play either Hanover or Anderson, one of those two. I'm just going to speak it by faith right now.
That's it.
Walk on it. We're playing Saturday night.
Be a great opportunity.
Yeah.
We'll probably, if you plan on going, give me a buzz. We may go together. We'll see what's going to happen.
Yep.
And with that, we'll say so long from Holbert Arena, the campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Again, Walter Gordon's my partner. I'm Herb King. We'll say so long. We'll see you in the spring. Baseball, softball, and track here on Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network.